What's up, guys? It's your boy Ace from Madden.com, and today I'm going to show you guys the different kinds of zones you can use in cover 2. We're going to put a lot of emphasis on the cornerbacks because we need to know how to quick adjust those cornerbacks to certain zones to defend certain route concepts, and just for certain situations you need to be able to drop them back further. So what we're going to do is come out in Tampa 2. This is just an example. So we're just going to use 3-4 odd Tampa 2, not like the crazy blitzes that we can get out of Tampa 2. We're just going to use the stock one. And we're going to go against 4 verticals. Yes, I know it's an incredibly newbie play, but it's going to illustrate my point. So, Tampa 2, 4 verticals, okay? So, let me quickly go over how it's set up in Madden right now by pretty much everybody. So, people will put their middle linebacker in a deep blue, and then, they might mess with the flat zones, but I'm going to talk about stock first. You can see right now they're in stock cloud flats, Tampa 2 cloud flats. And then these guys, these other hooks are vert hooks. They're either going to match up on seam routes, which they will right now, or they're going to be able to crack on any kind of slant routes that come across the middle. That's their responsibility. So the reason a lot of people use this defense is because there's technically only 3 weaknesses of it. If you don't want to, count the run game, I'm just talking about the pass game. It's going to be right here in this middle area that I'm circling. There's going to be a hole right there because we're dropping deep, bailing this guy out. And then there's going to be, on each cornerback, there's either going to be a weakness above him or under him. So if we're using a cloud flat, depending on our route concept, there's going to be a weakness underneath for like a swing route from a running back. And of course, if we're playing hard flats or something like that, the weakness is going to be right above them. So there's 3 weaknesses of this defense. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is snap the ball and show you why these cloud flats play so well. So snap the ball, and we're trying to try to get it to X, and our safety comes over and makes a really good play and breaks it up. But that's a very tough throw and catch. You have to really time it right. In most cases, it's actually going to be a pick. So let's pay attention to the cornerback, see what his responsibility is. You're going to see he's playing about 5 yards off the line, and he's just ready to pounce on that receiver. He actually gets contact on him within those 5 yards, and he's actually going to press and funnel inside and really narrows that window between him and the safety. The safety can play outside breaking routes a lot better now. But if Amendola got outside release, basically he would have a really big window for Tom Brady to throw into. Right here, it's a very small one. And that vert hook is actually matching up on that seam over there, right over here, which basically is telling the safety, like, okay, I'm not worried about this seam as much because he's matched up. Let's get ready for this outside fade. Boom, comes over and makes the tackle and breaks it up. Very tough catch for any receiver. Okay, so to me, the cloud flats are the safest way to play Tampa 2 because they're disrupting the routes. They're continuing to drop, which I'll show you one more time. Snap it again. Good play by Earl Thomas. Yes, he's a freak of nature, and not every safety can do that. But pay attention to the cornerback again because he's actually doing 2 things. I don't know why he's playing so far off on that play. He was playing 7-8 yards back. Comes up, makes the contact, and then he continues to backpedal. He's reading the quarterback the entire time, as you can see. He's got his helmet is facing Tom Brady. He has no receiver or running back coming to his direction. He's just going to continue to read Tom and backpedal. The reason he's not worried right now, I mean, this is a computer, so he's not really worried, but if this was real life, he's not worried because he knows he has safety help. So he's okay giving up 2 or 3 yards separation because here comes Earl making the play. So that is the cloud flats. Now let's talk about the hard flats. This is something that I only recommend in very unique situations. Maybe a 4th and 1. If you're playing somebody, like not really just a 4th and 1, but 4th and short, 3rd and short. When you're playing somebody who's not too good, they're really going to be antsy on a fourth down like that. They're gonna throw quick, and you want those cornerbacks to be ready for anything short. So you'll see, go ahead, snap the ball. You see, throw it to the swing. Boom, here comes our cornerback, and he makes the tackle. So if you're playing against somebody good, do not use these hard flats. If it's 4th and 2 or 3 or something like that, I would actually just recommend playing the cloud flats because they're going to defend more. It's going to really muddy up reads. And even though they can get a swing route, so I'll show you right now, we have the cloud flats on the field. It's going to muddy it up a lot more. Boom. I mean, you could have stayed in bounds if that wasn't such a bad pass. I'm going to do it again. So right there, I mean, 3 yards, maybe you get the first down, but it's going to play a lot more things. You're really selling out for the flats when you do the hard flats. That's the only good thing about it. So I only use it very situationally. And the last one we're going to talk about is we're going to double tap Y, select one of the cornerbacks. We'll do X. And you can see we can actually put him in a soft squad. This one's kind of unique. I consider this the bailout version of the flats. So it's put them both in soft squats. We'll go ahead and press. Put A in his deep blue. Make it a cover 3. Still kind of a Tampa 2 though. And then what we're going to do is try to throw to the streaks on the outsides. You'll see what happens is he ends up playing trail technique. He actually mans up. Let's go to instant replay. And this is really good for 3rd and long situations. If you're sending a blitz, the soft squat's even better because usually they're going to block the running back or the tight end or whoever. They're not going to really be thinking about the flats on a 3rd and 10. So on 3rd and 10s, I'll use like the 3-3-5, Tampa 2, and I'll put my outside corners in soft squats because you'll see what happens is they really bail out on these outside routes. He ends up playing trail technique. And he's going to be there to break it up. I mean, he's kind of far behind right now, but usually he's going to be there to break it up anyways if the safety isn't in perfect position. But I consider this the bailout version. As you can see, he's not even pressing. He's just bailing, backpedaling, and then he's trailing. So if you have any questions regarding these zones, let me know in the comments. I tried my best to cover it against one certain play. I didn't want to make a 1-hour video against all these different route concepts, but I hope I illustrated my point with the different kinds of zones that the corners can play. So hope you enjoyed it. Please drop a like if you did. Subscribe for daily Madden 18 content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.